I would like to salute the commander of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, General Dr. Constantino Nikadzino Huvea Chiwengwa, and all the members of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces for standing shoulder to shoulder with their fellow Zimbabweans and for putting the peace and stability of Zimbabwe first. I would also like to extend my deepest appreciation to the war veterans who stood strong in the face of threats and at times personal persecution as they fought for our glorious nation and its heritage. I equally commend the party's provincial leadership throughout the country and the Central Committee, as well as the party members of Parliament, who were decisive in their resolve to bring to completion the fulfillment of the desires of the people of the Republic of Zimbabwe, which was achieved within the confines of our party's NPF and the national constitution respectively, and resulted in my ending exile. Through the actions of all involved, our constitutional and democratic order was respected and upheld. Humanity glowed and shone, thereby ensuring that no single life was lost. As a direct result of your action and cooperation, it was the voice of the people, the voice of the nation, with all its various institutions, which was decisive and which convinced and astonished the world that what was at issue was a national question, and that the question would be resolved internally without outside help. We showed remarkable capacity of resolving conflict in an amicable way and of speedily resetting society back to normalcy on our own terms and in our own way. Indeed, the people of Zimbabwe demonstrated that they are united by its flag, its national anthem, its history, and its future. This should be a matter of pride for our party and for all Zimbabweans. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Operation Restore Legacy was about our nation, its past, its present, and most of all, its future, which had indeed become threatened by the cabal of G40. It was about securing a future for our current and future generations. Furthermore, it was about rescuing, restoring, and reasserting the founding ideals, the founding values, the founding principles and traditions of our national liberation struggle as espoused by our party's NPF throughout our armed struggle. The traditions and values that we held and still hold so dear stood imperiled by a cabal of counter-revolutionaries, upstarts, who, willful-like, and over time had burrowed deep into the pith of our party and its structures, in the process compromising its leadership. It had destabilized the party, causing absolute divisions and disquiet in the nation which sat on edge. The party ideology, rules and protocols were being desecrated daily or simply being brushed aside at will. Party structures were overrun, while elected office bearers were summarily suspended and dismissed at the speeds of caprice and vaunting ambition. Corrupt activities and corrupt individuals were daily sanitized, while millions were being stolen and stashed outside the country. The economy bled from repeated rampant smuggling. The country was violated with impunity. Disaffection was building, especially from among the youths who were seeing their hopes of a bright future slipping away. Veterans who had sacrificed for the liberation of this country were not just being reviled, they were being abused and incarcerated on flimsy pretexts.